welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a makeup tutorial today, but since I used these eyeshadows in my get ready with me on Friday and I've been using them for the past couple weeks, I just wanted to give you guys a little review and kind of share my opinion on these eyeshadows because I honestly think that they deserve a little honorary mention. Okay, I'm talking about the BUXOM eyeshadows. So when these were launched probably over a month ago, maybe even 2 months ago, I wasn't really excited. I don't even own any BUXOM products, so the fact that they released some eyeshadows was just one of those releases that just didn't get me very excited. I was at Sephora a couple weeks ago. They were just right there. I wasn't even there to see them, but they were there. So I checked them out, not expecting anything wonderful, to be honest. But then I was so surprised. I was like, these are actually beautiful. They have 40 shades that you can choose from, and you can customize and build your own palette if you want. But they also have 3 ready-made palettes as well that you can just purchase. The shades that they had as singles, the first thing that I noticed was that they were very, very unique shades to me, actually. I mean, of course, they're nudes and they're neutral shades and they're matte shades and they're sparkly shades, whatever, but the colors were just different for me. Like, they look different. They had this gorgeous bright orange shade with like golden glitters through it, but the base was matte. And I'll show you guys, of course, the ones that I did pick up because I did do 2 custom palettes for myself, and I'm so in love with these eyeshadows. So let me get started. The first palette that I actually picked up, and the one that you guys saw me use on Friday mostly, was from this little guy right here. Okay, before I go into it, so this is what the empty palette looks like. It's nice and sleek. You know, it has a nice animal leopard print embossment going on with it, with the logo at the front. And what's unique about this is that the trays pop out. Like, you don't, like, you know, just place them in. They actually come in a tray that you pop out at the side, and they look like that. You kind of slide it, you know, in and out. And then of course it has a nice big mirror right there. The eyeshadows that I chose first, of course, are these 3 neutral warm matte shades and 3 colorful shades that I felt were very, very unique. At least these 2 are. The first shade here is called Invite Only, which is a nice warm peachy, and I'm just gonna swatch it on the back of my hand with no primer, nothing at all, for you guys to see. Ooh, so this shade here is called Invite Only, which is a nice light peachy warm crease shade. Next we have this nice gorgeous warm terracotta shade. This one is called Filthy Rich. Beautiful, gorgeous, absolutely stunning shade, and they are buttery but not too buttery. These are not the dimethicone type eyeshadows that we are seeing so many of lately. These are just beautiful, gorgeous, amazing quality eyeshadows that we are in the texture that we're more used to. This last one here from the matte section is called Big Spender, and it is a gorgeous, you know, deep brown that you can use as a neutral brown, as well as if you are doing more warm colors as well. And that's what this one looks like. Next, from the same palette, I have the shade here called Room Service, which is a beautiful light green with a shimmery type background to it. Did I just say background? Texture, I meant. I'll swatch that one right here. Oh my god, I love this one so much. I was actually very tempted to use this one today, but I just didn't really feel like going full-on color, but this is such a beautiful shade. I hope you guys could see it. I'll zoom in and let you guys see them up close. This is my favorite shade out of the whole bunch. It's called Lux Life. Looks like that. This is a matte shade, periwinkle, yeah, periwinkle blue with green, very tiny green sparkles in it. That's what that one looks like. And finally, from this palette, I have this purple shade. Oh, I haven't even swatched it. It's called Posh Purple. This one is more of your true metallic texture. Very buildable. And that's what that one looks like. And that's what they look like. Okay, next one looks like this. This I wanted to be more on the neutral side, and you know, neutral and not as warm as the palette that I just showed you guys. And this one as well, I did put some mattes there, some satins, and you know, a bunch of different textures on this side. The first one is this beautiful neutral light brown called Gimme Gorgeous. And that's what that one looks like. So if I want something that is more on the neutral side through my crease as opposed to something more warm, that is a beautiful shade. And this one is called Star Treatment. This one is just a darker version of Gimme Gorgeous that I just showed you guys. And that's what that one looks like. And then third is the champagne golden color called, what is this one called? Satin Seduction. This is the one that I use mostly on my brow bone, but this is such a beautiful shade. Next we have this golden metallic shade that is just so rich, so pigmented. I'm gonna say buttery, but it's not what buttery that you guys are, you know, expecting. This is just one swatch, like, and you're not picking up that much product, but it's such a beautiful rich gold. That one is called Gold Status. And then this is the one that I used in my Friday tutorial, and I kid you not guys, this is one of the most beautiful rose gold color I have ever seen, because it's dual chrome, so you're getting that rich almost orangey terracotta background, but then when I turn my hand, or you know, it flashes gold. I hope you can see that, because this one is called Glitz Factor. Such a beautiful shade. And then next we have my final shade, which is the one that I used today, because this is not a shade that I usually would just gravitate towards. There's so many other shades that I think you guys are probably gonna love more than this one. But this one, it's called Patent Leather. It's a muted purple, but this one looks like it has a cooler, more neutral purple background to it, with like a satiny texture, but it has golden sparkles in it, so you're getting a mixture of that cool background with that warmth going through it. So I felt like this is a very unique shade, so I decided to pick this one up. And the gold sparkles that are in there are actually pretty obvious. They do flash nice sparkly goldenness in it as well. So that's what Patent Leather look like. Don't be like me and sleep on these eyeshadows, because they're actually pretty good, and the price is it's amazing. So the eyeshadows singles, they're $15 each. However, if you choose 6 eyeshadows, it's $50. I'll leave the insert of the US prices somewhere in here for my US audience. Hello guys. So yeah, they're absolutely affordable at less than probably $8 per eyeshadows, $8, $5, $40, or maybe around just over $9, so just under $10 per eyeshadow, and I think that is honestly a steal. And once again, if you guys are overwhelmed with choosing 6 of, you know, out of the 40, get the ready-made one. They have a really nice neutral one. They don't kick up much dust in the palette, but you do get a little bit of, you know, dust, especially when you use like a fluffy brush like a 217 from MAC or any type of blending brush like that. Once you dip it in, you get a little bit of kick up, but not so much where it takes away from the quality of the shadows. I hope you guys stay tuned for the tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up and like if you did enjoy this video, and share it with your friends and family, and leave your comments down below as well, and let me know what you guys think, if you guys picked up any of these eyeshadows and what you think about them. Share your experience so that we can all, you know, partake in them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so to begin this, I am going to go into my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm going to use that as a base, a eyeshadow base. And this is just pretty much going to ensure that our eyeshadows last throughout the day. And then I'm going to go into that shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and I'm going to use that bright yellowish shade just to set from my crease up to my brow bone only. For my transition shade, I'm going to start now with my BUXOM eyeshadows. All the shadows that I use now will be from BUXOM. And the first shade I'm going to use is called Invite Only. It is the warm, light, peachy, nude, warm shade that I'm going to use in my crease. I'm now going to switch to my more neutral shades. The first one I'm going to use is called Gimme Gorgeous. This one is a light neutral brownie shade, almost like a darker beige. And I'm just going to start by defining the outer portion of my eye. And I'm also going to be doing this to the inner portion as well, but I'm not going to connect them and form like a halo. I'm just going to put it on the inner corner and the outer corner. So the outer corner, I am going to winged out, and I'm also going to smoke the inner corners as well. And I'm going to have my neutral shade, that warm shade that I used at first, as my connecting line. I hope that made sense. But anyhow, I'm going to go in now with the shade Star Treatment, and the shades that I'm going to be using now, I'm just going to be using to define and to darken and to smoke out the outer and inner shade portions of the eyes. And of course, you always want to go back in and make sure that everything is diffused and blended. Then I'm going to go in with the shade called Satin Seduction, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. Then I'm going to go back into my more warmer shade, and this shade is called Big Spender, and I'm going to use that to deepen my crease using a pencil brush from Makeup Forever. You always want to make sure that you look straight ahead, just to make sure that it actually looks good when your eyes are closed as well as when your eyes are open as well. Then I'm going to go in with a, this is not a paint pot, it's called, Fluid Line from MAC. The shade that I am going to be using it has pronounced glitter chunks in it, so I do want a base for that eyeshadow to stick to. You can always use some more of your paint pot or whatever you use to prime your lids. You can always use something like that, or just even use a glitter glue. But I just wanted to go in with this shade because it pretty much has the same colors and texture as the eyeshadow. And the one that I'm going to be using on the lid is called Patent Leather. As you guys could see, it is a gorgeous muted purple shade. You can see the gold sparkles in it, but well, on camera, but they are definitely there and you can see them in person. For today, I am going to be doing a winged liner. I am using the NYC liquid liner. I've been trying so many different types of eyeliners. Sometimes I love a winged liner. Sometimes I pretty much don't even do them at all. But lately I've been loving them. So I've been trying different ones, and that one is the NYC liquid liner. If you guys have any suggestions, by the way, leave them down below for me, because I'm definitely in the market to find another liquid eyeliner. And for lashes, of course, I'm going to be using lashes. These are called Sirens from Socialize. There is another one of these from Coco Lashes as well. I'll leave them somewhere here. Just in case if you guys don't have the Socialize, there's another one from Coco Lashes as well. For my bottom lashes, I'm not going to be doing much to them. I'm going to line it though with the black pencil from MAC called Feline. And I'm just right there using some more of that warm shade called Invite Only. And then I went in to smoke it out just a little bit with Big Spender.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
For my inner corners, I'm going to bring in some warmth into this look. Because the eyeshadow that we used on the lid had the gold glitter, I'm going to use a gold shade in the inner corner, and that one was called Gold Status. For my lips, I am going to be going with a, I don't know how to describe this color. It's called Trap. Yes, it's called Trap from ColourPop. It's one of their ultra matte liquid lipsticks. And I lined my lips first with Whirl lip pencil from MAC. And this is, oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe this shade. It's sort of like a mauvey. It has some purple in it as well. Lip color, I don't know. It's also a cool shade as well, which is a little bit different for me. But here is the complete look, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.